Welcome to Flash Fiction from Giant's Reach by Steve Cook. This flash fiction continues the theme of thinking about unique foodstuffs and drinks and things like that in the world of Giant's Reach. And really this one looks at sort of a divergent evolution of food in a world where maybe a third of the population is sapient animals who are just treated as people, then food would be quite different. And actually this is something that I really want to look at in more detail in future. I have to admit this flash fiction is a little bit of a silly one, but it was definitely fun to write. So enjoy it. Market pressures. Norrit sat back, the thin cup resting gently against his goatee. "It smells rich," he said, looking over his desk at Corian. Rotund and dressed in silk that was rapidly growing blotchy with sweat, the merchant looked ill at ease. "And you said the beans are from where again?" "Giudecca," the man said. "The lizards down there, they grow them, hotter, you see, and it seems they can only really grow in the heat." Norrit took another deep breath, inhaling the thick scent of the drink, and pursed his lips. He held the tiniest sip in his mouth for a moment, considering. It was quiet in the office, but for the slight wheeze of Corian's breathing. Norrit swallowed and set the cup down on the leather blotter. "It is good," he said after a moment. "And you're seeking permission to what? Sell this at market?" Corian nodded and placed two pudgy hands on the desk. "Some, yes. This isn't for the common folk, though. I can see this gracing the table of the council themselves, the rich and important of Centrum. You understand that this is a premium product, yes? I can only source a little at a time." Norrit gave a tiny shrug. "So sell it to the high-end coffee houses, or approach Torran Saw. He's the Minister for Trade." "I can't," Corian said. He sighed. "This is only for humans. Minister Torran is a hedgehog, and I know that he would take a dim view of this." "Why?" Corian waited a long moment before answering. "Because it's dangerous to some uplifts, animals in general." He began to gabble, the words pouring out of him in a torrent. "I mean, they'd have to eat a lot of it, or drink a lot, but I fed some to a dog, not an uplifted one, you understand, and, well, it—" "Yes?" "It died," Corian said, almost a whisper. Norrit sucked in a breath and recoiled from the cup in front of him, still half full. "If poison was your game, there's a guard just outside. I only have to shout." No, Corian said. "It's fine for humans. Just some uplifts. And besides, some of them can't taste it the same way we can. Too sweet, you understand." Norrit narrowed his eyes, gaze flicking from the cup to the gross merchant. "I can't see it selling, personally. Uplifts represent about a third of the population, a third of that potential market. You are welcome to try. In fact, I have a stall that has come free in the last 24 hours, right on the southwest corner. Rent is reasonable." He smoothed his goatee down, fiddled with it for a moment, then picked the cup up again. As he took another mouthful, a deeper draught this time, he felt his heart give a small leap of pleasure. "I can't deny it is Moorish." A calculating look flashed across Corian's face, almost too fast to register, and then he smiled. "Well, if you want some more, you know where it can be found. Southwest corner of the market." The merchant stood, gathered his small bag of drink-making materials, and performed a short bow. "Good afternoon, Norrit." With a wave of his beringed hand, Norrit dismissed Corian. As soon as the door clicked closed, the factor drained the cup he held. "Very Moorish indeed," he mused, wiping his lips, "and poisonous to some uplifts." He set the cup down, empty but for the dregs, and grabbed his cloak from its hook by the door. 5 minutes later, He turned into a shadowed alleyway, one where the sky was only visible as a thin slit between overhanging balconies. Halfway down, he stopped at a door small enough that he had to bend down to knock on it. The door opened, revealing it to be a window into a dimly lit room sunk below street level from which smoke wafted. A woman's face was framed there, chewing on something, and as she looked up at him, she blinked slowly. "Yeah?" The word was drawn out, the smoke strong enough that Norrit had to take a dizzying step back. He wafted his hands and leaned down again. "I've got something the Talon might want to know about," he said. "A substance that's going to hit the streets soon. Poisonous to uplifts, addictive to humans." A spark of interest appeared in her eyes, cutting through whatever she was currently indulging in. "Go on." "Money first." She tutted, reached below the level of the door window, and brought out a small bag that clinked. She held it out. "Describe it." "It's called hot chocolate," Norrit said, and as he began his description he reached out and took the bag from her, secreting it in his pocket. You've been listening to flash fiction written for my Patreon, Giant's Reach. If you'd like to become a supporter, go to patreon.com/Giant's Reach, where you can find more fiction just like this,